Stop scrolling for a moment. Yes, you. This message is not appearing before you by accident. Out of all the things you could be watching right now, out of all the voices filling this world with noise and distraction, you have arrived here at this exact moment. And before you move away, before you decide that this is just another video among millions, listen carefully to these words. And before you move, because if you truly believe you do not need me, you may skip this message. But if something inside your heart feels restless, if your spirit has been quietly searching, if your mind has been heavy with questions, worries, or silent battles that no one else can see, then stay, because I am speaking to you. I know the world you are living in. I see the pace of your days, the pressure on your shoulders, the expectations that surround you. I see the nights when you lie awake, thinking about your future, wondering if things will ever change, wondering if the effort you are putting into life will truly lead somewhere meaningful. And I see something even deeper. I see the parts of your heart that you hide from others, the doubts you never speak, the fears you pretend do not exist, the moments when you smile on the outside but feel tired within. Nothing about your life is hidden from me. Before you spoke your first word, I knew you. Before anyone ever called your name, I had already written it in my heart. The world may define you by your mistakes, by your failures, by the opinions of others, but that is not how I see you. I see the purpose placed inside you. I see the strength you have not yet discovered, and I see the future that is still unfolding before you. But here is something many people forget. Life becomes heavy when you try to carry it alone. You were never created to walk through this world without guidance. You were never meant to face every storm with only your own strength. Yet many people try to do exactly that. They depend on their own understanding, their own plans, their own control, and when things begin to fall apart, they feel lost. But listen closely. You do not have to live that way. When the path ahead seems uncertain, I become your direction. When fear begins to whisper in your mind, I become your peace. When your strength feels like it is fading, I become the one who lifts you again. Even now, as you hear these words, I am reminding you of something important. You are not alone in this journey. The world may change around you. People may come and go. Circumstances may rise and fall like waves in the sea. But my presence does not disappear when life becomes difficult. I am with you in the quiet moments. I am with you in the confusion. I am with you when you feel strong, and I am with you when you feel weak. Many times you have asked for signs. Many times you have wondered if I hear your prayers. And the truth is, not one prayer has been ignored. Every tear you have cried, I have seen. Every silent hope in your heart, I have heard. Every moment when you asked for help, I was already moving in ways you could not yet see. Sometimes my answers take time, not because I have forgotten you, but because my timing is shaping something greater than what you can imagine in this moment. There are doors I will open for you. There are lessons that will strengthen you. There are blessings that will arrive exactly when you need them. But your heart must remain open. Your faith must remain alive. And your trust must remain stronger than your fear. Look at the world around you for a moment. The sun rises every day without your command. The stars remain in their place without your effort. The oceans move with power and yet obey boundaries placed long before you were born. If I hold the universe together with such precision, do you think your life is outside my care? You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not walking through life without purpose. Even the challenges you face right now are shaping you into someone stronger than you realize. Some battles teach patience. Some difficulties build wisdom. Some moments of waiting prepare you for blessings that require a stronger heart. So do not lose hope when life becomes difficult. Trust that I am guiding you step by step, even when you cannot see the entire path. And if these words are speaking to your heart right now, pause for a moment and acknowledge it. Let this not be just another video that passes by your screen. If you feel that these words are reaching you today, type yes in the comments as a sign of agreement with what you are hearing. Your response is not just a comment, it is a moment of faith. And stay with this message until the end, because the words you are about to hear in the next moments may bring clarity, encouragement, and direction for situations in your life that you have been struggling to understand. Sometimes the guidance you need arrives in simple ways, through quiet reminders that bring light to your thoughts. Remember this truth today. You are seen, you are valued, and your life carries meaning far beyond what you may currently recognize. Continue listening carefully, because what I am about to reveal in the next part may help you recognize the path that is opening before you. And if these words have brought peace to your heart, then take a moment to like this message, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might also need encouragement today. And if you feel joy and support in your heart after hearing these words, you can also help support this ministry through the link given below, so that more people around the world can continue receiving messages of hope. Before you move forward, pause again and breathe. Many people rush through life without ever slowing down long enough to listen. The world constantly pushes you to hurry, to achieve, to chase things that promise happiness but rarely satisfy the deepest part of your soul. And because of that constant noise, many hearts become tired without even understanding why. But this moment is different. This moment is quiet. This moment is meant for reflection. And if you are still here listening, it means something inside you is searching for more than what the world usually offers. You may not always say it out loud. You may not always understand it completely. But there is a part of your spirit that longs for peace, clarity, and purpose. And that longing was not placed in your heart by accident. It was placed there by me, because I designed your life to be connected with something greater than temporary success, greater than material things, greater than the opinions of people around you. You were created for meaning. Yet many times you forget this truth. You allow the voices of the world to define your worth. You measure your value by achievements, by comparisons, by how others see you. And when those things fail to satisfy your heart, you begin to feel empty. But listen carefully. Your value was never meant to come from the approval of people. Your value comes from the one who created you. When you begin to understand that truth, something powerful happens within you. Fear loses its grip. Doubt begins to fade. And the weight you have been carrying becomes lighter because you realize you were never meant to carry it alone. There have been moments in your life when you felt like giving up, moments when the path ahead seemed too difficult, moments when disappointment made you question whether your efforts were even worth it. I saw those moments. I saw the strength it took for you to keep going. Even when no one else noticed your struggle, I noticed. Even when no one applauded your effort, I honored it. And even when you felt like your prayers were disappearing into silence, I was already working behind the scenes of your life. Many times the greatest blessings in your life arrive quietly. They do not always come with sudden miracles or dramatic changes. Sometimes they arrive as small opportunities, new understanding, unexpected encouragement, or the strength to face another day. Do not underestimate these moments. Small steps can lead to great transformation. The person you are becoming today is being shaped through every experience you face. The victories teach confidence. The challenges teach wisdom. The waiting seasons teach patience. And each of these moments is preparing you for what lies ahead. So when life feels uncertain, remember this. Uncertainty is not the absence of my presence. Often, it is the place where faith begins to grow. Faith is not about seeing the entire road ahead. Faith is about trusting the one who is guiding you along that road. When you trust me, you begin to walk differently. Your steps become calmer. Your mind becomes clearer. Your heart becomes stronger. You start to understand that every season of life carries its own purpose. There are seasons for learning, seasons for building, seasons for healing, and seasons for stepping into the opportunities that were prepared for you long before you recognize them. Perhaps you are currently in a season that feels slow. Maybe you are waiting for answers. Maybe you are hoping for change that has not yet arrived. If that is where you are today, hear this clearly. Waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is preparation. Just as a seed grows quietly beneath the soil before anyone can see it, many things in your life are developing in ways that are not yet visible. Growth often happens in silence before it becomes visible in the open. And when the right moment arrives, the results of that growth will become clear. But during these waiting seasons, guard your heart carefully. Do not allow discouragement to convince you that nothing is happening. Do not allow fear to whisper that your future is uncertain. Your future is not determined by your worries. Your future is shaped by purpose, patience, and trust. And even now, I am guiding events, aligning opportunities, and strengthening your spirit so that when the right moment arrives, you will be ready. Think back to moments in your life when something worked out in ways you did not expect. Times when a door opened just when you needed it. Times when help arrived at the perfect moment. Those moments were not coincidences. They were reminders that your life is not random. Your story is unfolding with intention. Every chapter has meaning, even the difficult ones. And if you allow your heart to remain open, you will begin to recognize that my guidance has been present in more moments of your life than you may have realized before. Now take a moment and reflect on your life right now. Where do you need peace? Where do you need direction? Where do you need courage to continue? Bring those thoughts into your heart and remember that you do not face them alone. If these words are helping you reflect and bringing encouragement to your heart, then take a moment and write, "I trust you," in the comments as a sign that you are choosing faith over fear. Stay with me for a moment longer. Many people hear encouraging words, feel hope for a short time, and then return to the same patterns of fear, worry, and doubt that have followed them for years. But the purpose of this message is not simply to comfort you for a moment. The purpose is to awaken something deeper inside your heart, because your life was not meant to be lived in constant anxiety. You were not created to wake up each day feeling overwhelmed by the weight of yesterday and the uncertainty of tomorrow. Yet many people carry burdens that slowly drain their strength. They carry regret from the past. They carry worry about the future. And they forget that the present moment is where change truly begins. Look carefully at your life right now. There may be situations that feel complicated. There may be relationships that bring confusion. There may be responsibilities that seem heavier than you expected. At times it may feel as though you are trying to solve everything at once. But listen carefully to this truth. You do not need to solve everything today. One step of faith today is enough. One decision to keep moving forward is enough. One moment of choosing hope instead of despair is enough to begin shifting the direction of your life. Often the greatest changes do not happen through dramatic events. They happen through small, consistent choices made every day. Choosing patience instead of anger. Choosing forgiveness instead of resentment. Choosing gratitude instead of constant complaint. These choices shape the condition of your heart. And the condition of your heart shapes the direction of your life. There are moments when you feel like the world around you is moving faster than you can keep up with. Expectations rise, pressure increases, and suddenly it seems as though you must become stronger, wiser, and more successful all at once. But remember this, growth does not happen instantly. Even the strongest trees began as small seeds. Even the brightest stars took time to form. And in the same way, the person you are becoming is developing through time, patience, and perseverance. Sometimes you feel discouraged because your progress seems slow, but slow progress is still progress. Every lesson you learn, every challenge you overcome, every moment when you choose integrity instead of compromise. These things are shaping your character in powerful ways. Character is one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. It is what allows you to stand firm when circumstances become difficult. It is what helps you remain calm when others panic. It is what gives you the ability to move forward even when the road ahead seems uncertain. And your character is being formed through the very experiences you sometimes wish would disappear. Think about the difficulties you have faced in the past. At the time, they felt overwhelming. At the time, you wondered how you would get through them. Yet here you are today, stronger than you were before those moments happened. The strength you gained from those seasons is still inside you, and it will help you face whatever comes next. Do not underestimate the resilience that has been growing within you. Life may test your patience, challenge your confidence, and stretch your understanding. But these experiences are also building wisdom that will guide you in the future. Wisdom grows through experience, and wisdom will help you see opportunities that others overlook. There will be moments in your life when doors close unexpectedly. Plans may change. Paths you once believed were certain may suddenly disappear. When that happens, many people feel defeated. But sometimes a closed door is not a punishment. It is protection. There are directions that may seem appealing in the moment, but would lead you away from the purpose prepared for your life. And in those moments when something does not work out the way you expected, trust that there may be something greater ahead that you cannot yet see. Trust requires courage. It requires the willingness to believe that even when the path looks unclear, your life is still moving toward something meaningful. That is why faith is powerful. Faith allows you to continue walking even when the road ahead is hidden by fog. Faith reminds you that the story of your life is still being written, and the chapter you are living right now is not the final one. Many people lose hope because they believe their mistakes define their future. But your mistakes do not define you. Your willingness to learn, to grow, and to move forward is what truly shapes your life. Every new day offers a new beginning. Every sunrise is a reminder that the story continues. You have the opportunity to choose what kind of person you will become, how you will treat others, and what values will guide your decisions. Choose kindness when the world encourages cruelty. Choose honesty when dishonesty seems easier. Choose patience when frustration begins to rise. These choices may seem small in the moment, but they create a life filled with strength and integrity. And when your life is guided by these principles, peace begins to grow within you. Peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is the presence of inner stability even when challenges appear. And that stability grows stronger when you remember that you are never walking alone on this journey. There is guidance available to you. There is wisdom waiting for you. There is strength that will continue to grow within you as long as you remain open to learning and moving forward. So take a moment right now and think about one area of your life where you need strength today. Is it patience? Is it courage? Is it clarity? Bring that thought into your heart and remember that growth begins with awareness. And if these words are encouraging you and helping you reflect on your life, take a moment and write, "I believe," in the comments as a sign that you are choosing to move forward with hope and determination. Stay here with me a little longer. By now, you may begin to sense something stirring within your heart. Sometimes a message reaches you at the exact moment when you needed to hear it most. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because your perspective begins to change. And when your perspective changes, your life begins to change with it. Many people spend years waiting for their circumstances to improve before they allow themselves to feel peace. They believe that happiness will arrive when the problems disappear, when success is achieved, or when everything finally goes according to their plans. But life rarely unfolds that way. Peace does not come from controlling every outcome. Peace grows when you learn to trust the journey you are walking. There are moments in life when you will not understand what is happening. You may face unexpected setbacks. People you trusted may disappoint you. Plans you worked hard to build may suddenly collapse. In those moments, it becomes easy to question everything. You may ask yourself, why is this happening to me? But sometimes the question is not why, but what is this moment teaching you? Every experience carries a lesson. Challenges teach patience. Disappointments teach wisdom. Delays teach endurance, and difficult seasons often prepare you for responsibilities that require a stronger heart. Many of the greatest transformations in life begin during moments that feel uncertain. Think about a time when something difficult happened in your life. At the time, it may have seemed like the worst possible situation. Yet later, you realize that the experience helped you grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate toward others. Growth often begins in uncomfortable places. Just as gold is refined through fire, character is strengthened through trials. This does not mean your struggles are meaningless. It means they can shape something valuable within you if you allow them to. When you face a difficult moment, you have two choices. You can allow the situation to fill your heart with bitterness, fear, and discouragement, or you can allow it to become a lesson that strengthens your faith, patience, and resilience. The choice you make determines how that moment shapes your future. And here is something important to remember. You are stronger than you think. The challenges you have already overcome prove that strength exists within you. Even the moments when you felt weak were actually moments when courage was quietly growing inside your heart. Courage does not always appear as bold action. Sometimes courage is simply continuing to move forward when everything inside you wants to stop. Sometimes courage is forgiving someone who hurt you. Sometimes courage is trying again after failure. Sometimes courage is choosing hope when doubt seems louder. Each time you make one of these choices, your spirit becomes stronger. And as your spirit becomes stronger, the fear that once controlled you begins to lose its power. Fear often tries to convince you that the future will be worse than the past. It whispers that things will never improve, that your efforts will not matter, that your dreams are unrealistic. But fear does not tell the truth. The future is not written by fear. The future is shaped by the decisions you make today. When you choose faith instead of fear, something powerful begins to happen. Your thoughts become clearer. Your actions become more confident. Opportunities that once seemed invisible begin to appear before you. Many people wait for confidence before taking action, but confidence actually grows after you take action. Every step you take toward growth strengthens your belief in yourself. Every challenge you face successfully becomes evidence that you are capable of more than you once believed. And as your confidence grows, you begin to see life differently. You begin to see possibilities where others see problems. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to understand that your life is not defined by temporary setbacks, but by the determination to continue moving forward. But remember something important along this journey. True strength is not only about personal success. True strength is also about how you treat others. Kindness is a powerful force in a world that often feels harsh. Compassion can heal wounds that words alone cannot reach. And when you choose to lift others, instead of competing with them, your life begins to reflect a deeper purpose. A life lived with kindness creates impact far beyond what you can see in the moment. Your encouragement may give someone the courage to continue. Your patience may help someone find peace. Your honesty may inspire someone to live with integrity. Small actions can create ripples that travel farther than you ever imagined. And when your life becomes a source of light for others, you begin to experience a kind of fulfillment that success alone cannot provide. That fulfillment is the result of living with purpose. You were not placed in this world simply to exist. You were placed here to grow, to learn, to help others, and to discover the potential that has been placed within you. Every day offers an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Not perfect, but wiser. Not flawless, but stronger. Not without struggles, but capable of overcoming them. So take a moment right now and think about the direction your life is moving. Are there habits you need to change? Are there fears you need to release? Are there opportunities you have been hesitating to pursue? Sometimes the first step toward transformation is simply the decision to try again. And if these words are encouraging your heart today, pause for a moment and write, "I receive this message," in the comments as a sign that you are ready to move forward with courage and hope. Now stay with me for this final moment. If you have listened this far, it is not by accident. Many people would have left earlier. Many would have scrolled away, distracted by the endless noise of the world. But you remained, and that tells me something about your heart. It tells me that somewhere deep inside you, there is still a desire for truth, for peace, for direction. And I want you to remember something as this message comes to its closing words. Your life is still unfolding, no matter what mistakes you believe you have made, no matter how many times you feel you have failed, no matter how uncertain the road ahead may look. Your story is not finished. Too many people believe their past has already decided their future. They allow regret to sit heavy on their shoulders. They replay old moments again and again, wishing they could change what has already happened. But the past was never meant to imprison you. It was meant to teach you. Every mistake carries a lesson. Every loss carries wisdom. Every challenge carries the opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. You cannot change yesterday, but you can shape tomorrow. And the power to shape tomorrow begins with the decisions you make today. Decide today to release the weight of regret that has been following you. Carrying that burden will not change the past, but it can steal the peace that is available to you right now. Instead, allow your past to become a teacher rather than a prison. The lessons you have learned are not wasted. They are tools that will help you make wiser choices moving forward. There is something else you must remember as well. Your life has value far beyond what you may currently see. Sometimes you underestimate the influence you have on others. A simple word of encouragement, a moment of kindness, a patient response during a difficult conversation. These things may seem small to you, but they can deeply impact someone else's life. The world often celebrates loud success and visible achievements, but the quiet acts of goodness carried out every day are just as powerful. Kindness can change a person's day. Patience can heal tension in relationships. Compassion can bring comfort to someone who feels invisible. And when you live with these values, your life becomes a source of light in places where darkness once existed. The world needs more of that light. It needs people who choose integrity when dishonesty seems easier. It needs people who choose hope when negativity spreads quickly. It needs people who continue believing in goodness even when circumstances appear difficult. You can be one of those people. Not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to grow. Growth is a lifelong journey. There will always be new lessons to learn, new experiences to face, and new opportunities to become wiser and stronger. Do not be discouraged when life feels challenging. Even the strongest mountains were formed through pressure and time. Even the brightest diamonds were shaped through intense conditions. And in the same way, the strength within your character is being shaped through the experiences of your life. One day you will look back at moments that once seemed impossible and realize that they were actually preparing you for the person you were becoming. So continue walking forward with courage. Continue seeking wisdom. Continue choosing kindness even when the world encourages the opposite. And remember this truth as you move forward. You are never truly walking alone. Guidance is always available when your heart is open. Strength is always present when you choose faith instead of fear. Peace grows when you trust that your life has meaning and direction. Right now, wherever you are listening from, take a moment to breathe and reflect on the journey you have traveled so far. Think about the obstacles you have already overcome. Think about the lessons you have learned. Think about the growth that has taken place within you, even during moments when you felt uncertain. All of those experiences have shaped you into the person you are today, and the journey ahead still holds opportunities, lessons, and blessings that you have not yet seen. The future is not something to fear. It is something to walk into with hope. Step forward with courage. Step forward with patience. Step forward with faith that your life has purpose and direction. And if this message has spoken to your heart today, take a moment right now and write Amen in the comments as a sign that you are choosing hope, faith, and strength moving forward. Your simple response can encourage someone else who is reading the comments and searching for encouragement just like you were. And if these words brought peace to your heart or helped you see your life from a new perspective, take a moment to like this message, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need hope today. There are many people in this world who are quietly struggling, and sometimes a single message of encouragement can help them keep going. If you feel grateful and happy with the words you heard today, you can also support this ministry through the link given below, so that more messages of hope, encouragement, and faith can continue reaching people across the world. And most importantly, carry these truths into your daily life. Practice patience, choose kindness, walk with courage, live with purpose, because the journey ahead of you still holds more beauty, growth, and meaning than you may realize today. And remember this always: you are seen, you are valued, and your life matters.